Bad timing.
Bad timing?
Mm-hmm.
How so?
I'm in the middle of one of those 10,000-hour long Final Fantasy cutscenes, and I won't be able to save.
Oh.
Most people are like, "Oh, it's fine to leave your game system on. You got news. That's why you got red rings and disk failures and all the other shit. You don't leave your game system on."
Meanwhile, I've had my Wii running with Epic Mickey in it for like 3 weeks.
Well, fuck the Wii. You don't cherish the Wii.
He leaves his 360 on though for like days.
Yeah, it happens. My
That's not good
PS3's
for.
actually been on probably since I left for Vegas. Yeah, it's probably bad.
This cutscene, holy shit. I mean, I've seen this cutscene before, but it's a cool one, don't get me wrong, but it's really fucking long. It's like a multi-part thing, and there's like quick time events and fucking
Oh
magic
God, so you mean you can't
missions.
you can't even like look away from it?
No.
Ah.
No.
I have to say, I don't appreciate that kind of design. It seems kind of insulting. Like, you can't even look away for half a second. You have to pay attention to this. Give me a break.
Do you like to look away from your games? Because I don't get
If
that.
it's a cutscene as long as the one you're describing, yes. From
That's
time
for
to
your
time.
entertainment. So you look away from movies when you're watching them?
Yeah, actually.
That's
I
weird.
can't sit still and just watch a movie, so it applies to games too.
I
Yeah.
picture you nervously rocking back and forth.
See, I know Conrad's the same way. He can't sit still.
Yeah, when I'm watching usually when I'm watching a movie, I'm also like playing Binding of Isaac or something, like doing something else while I have a movie on to the side. I mean, unless it's like a thriller where I need to be paying attention to all the little details. But for the most part, yeah, I watch a lot of documentaries though, so it's easy.
I wish I could do that. No, I don't.
But no, I mean, I'm on the fence with that sort of QuickTime event interactivity in cutscenes because if the cutscene is short, if it's not dragged out, and nice and tight, then having that interactivity is fine because I haven't had time to be like, oh, okay, I'm in a cutscene, I'm putting my controller down now and enjoying this experience. That's where I have an issue with because then I'm like, oh, fuck, now I gotta go pick my shit up.
Well, it's a game. And I like to play the game, all of the game. I like to see all of the game. And if there's added interactivity within the cutscenes, I think that's great. But, it's one
I
of those
suppose
things.
if they give you good checkpoints, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day.
Yeah. This first one, though, it's one early in the game. And like I said, I've seen it before because I played an early build before. And it's really fucking long. So I guess my PS3 is going to hang out for a bit. I don't know. It kind of sucks. The new consoles should have some functionality where you can power down, and then when it powers back up, it picks up where it left off. Kind of how like you can answer the phone on your iPhone, and then when you go back to the game, it's exactly where you left it. That's what they should have on game systems.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's coming to be in its element a little more. I mean, we're seeing people wanting to pick up their games from their consoles onto their tablets or their PSP Vita thing. So I think that's gonna happen.
Well, you know what sucks about that in particular? Sony has remote play for the PS3, PSP, and now the Vita, but half the games don't fucking boot up when you select remote play. I've been traveling for 3 weeks. I get home last night, and I'm like, I'm gonna play this Final Fantasy shit in bed. So I boot up remote play, pick up my shiny new Vita with its big screen and dual analog sticks. It'd be perfect for, playing a PS3 game in bed. And it's like, this title is not supported. Cool. Cool feature, man.
Yeah,
So
great
I have
technology.
a list of all the games and I have a fuck ton of games. I mean, I have everything. Everyone sends me everything. I have every fucking game you can imagine. And I start going down the list. PS3 games, PSN games, down, 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 down. Nothing boots up. The first game out of like a bazillion was Peggle. I'm like, I'm not gonna,
Oh, well, I know that's what you want to play deep down.
Yeah, and that's the
Oh, you-
thing. It's a mobile game essentially. I mean, it's a small portable experience. Really, I don't need that to work over remote play. I need huge fucking games with epic cutscenes and ridiculous spans of time between save points. That's when I need to be remote play. I'll show you this. Every day I get something in the mail from Square Enix. It's very nice. And on the tag it says celebrating 13 days of Final Fantasy X2. Of course, it's a promotional thing. And on this, I haven't opened any of these yet, but you can see like some Final Fantasy themed M&Ms and a little book of Final Fantasy 13 Episode 1. So that's kind of cool. But every single day, the UPS guy shows up and he drops off something else. And I don't know what day we're on. Today, let me see what this is. And they're pink. They're all really pretty. And they have something. Even the mailing package has Final Fantasy art on it. So wow! This is a pack of extra spearmint gum, and it has Lightning and Sarah on it, on the pack of gum.
I'm really glad someone took time to do that.
It's kind of amazing, actually.
Now you have to give the game a high review. You just have to.
Of course. I always think it's cute. I think it's cute that there's still gamers that think that, especially with Destructoid, that some company gives us something and we're like, well, holy shit, that's a 10 out of 10 because I got a pack of gum with some Final Fantasy art on it. I mean, that blows my mind, but there's still people that think along those lines. I'm like, really? Have you come to our website before? Have you read the shit that we say? Have you not seen us rip games a new one?
People put our mascot in games and then we give them a 2 out of 10.
Right. I mean, if a mascot if our mascot in a game isn't going to make us say something nice about it, some M&Ms and bubblegum sure as fuck aren't,
Sopa.
That's not interesting.
No, it's not. Although it was nice, I was very entertained to see all the coverage of the blackout from the major news organizations.
Yeah, it got huge coverage. It was. I liked that it got to a point where it was unavoidable. You had to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it almost got to critical mass where no one could miss. People day before yesterday had no fucking idea what SOPA was, but by yesterday night, pretty much everyone I talked to did. So that's good. That means shit worked. So very glad to see that.
Well, it was, I think, the only way we were going to get the major news media to pay any attention to it and actually explain to any degree what this issue was, because the people who own those companies that make the news, they have a vested interest in the passage of this legislation.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not going to make a big deal out of it unless their hand is forced and people are like, hey, what the fuck? This shit's happening. Why haven't you said anything? And that's exactly what happened.
Yep. It was kind of funny that, some sites called out their support early. We said we'd black out, and I believe Forbes mentioned us, and that was kind of cool. But you could tell friends or relatives, hey, we're gonna do blackout, and then for some of them you had to explain what SOPA was or whatever, and that was fine. But by the end of the day, Zuckerberg had made it a thing. Google had the logo blacked out. Reddit was down. Wikipedia was down, and then it became like a thing. It was like, it doesn't matter what these gaming sites did.
Mm-hmm. I think if only Wikipedia had done it, that would have been just as well. It would have gotten the same amount of coverage.
Yep. You
don't realize how many times you Google something, then it takes you to Wikipedia until Wikipedia is down.
I believe that life's a game. You sometimes win or lose.